All right, so welcome to the Southern Association of College Admissions Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine, and I'm going to serve as your facilitator. Before we get started, we have a few housekeeping announcements. So the first is you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists nor myself can see or hear you. And then also I want to add that this is just one of many different sessions happening. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is also going to be recorded, so you all will be able to view it in about a week or so on the same site in which you registered. So again, that'll be about a week, but you will be able to view this recording. Before we get started today, I do just want to take some time to thank our sponsor, the Cambridge Assessment International Education. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our amazing presenters today. Our first presenter is from Life University.
All right, good evening. All right, so welcome everybody. My name is Sawanda Spinks. I am the Senior Admissions Counselor at Life University, and today we are going to discuss Life University's undergraduate programs. If you're into health, we say look into Life University. We are located in Marietta, Georgia. That's 7 miles northwest of Atlanta, Georgia. We are a 4-year university focusing mostly on health sciences. So even though a lot of people know us as our chiropractic school, which we are the world's largest chiropractic school, but today's focus is on our undergraduate department. So as you can see, we do have an array of programs that focus mostly on health sciences. Now you will see that we do have business administration as well as computer information management. So even though those are our two non-health related degrees, a lot of our students like to or want to learn the entrepreneurship side, as a lot of students want their own practice or business. So why choose Life University? With the 16-to-1 student-teacher ratio, Life provides its students with intimate learning environments designed to focus on their individual needs and bolster their individual growth. When it comes to our student life, our student population is made up of more than 2,800 students from all over the country. And we also have more than 45 countries that are also, that are students that come from 45 countries as well. Our recently revitalized Life University Fitness Center offers a wide array of activities and fitness programs. With our 110-acre campus, it features more than 5 miles of walking trails. And also one of our cafeterias, Socrates Cafe, offers an outdoor patio area featuring a fire pit, a reflection pool, and calming water streams. So when you get on campus, you are going to get that kind of nature feel, as it's, we have a lot of greenery, as well as a beautiful waterfall out on campus. Life's 70 plus student organizations and clubs are there to encourage social interaction and help students find their niche. As far as athletics is concerned, these are our athletic sports teams. We are in the NAIA Division I. Scholarships are available on with these sports. And if you do not want to compete on the national level, we do have club sports on campus. Now, as far as housing and residence, we call our dorms the commons. So the undergraduate housing with 100,000 square feet of living space is where most of our freshmen and athletes reside. There's a large gathering and study areas on our floors, and it's also fueled with fun with a 2-story slide. Yes, that is a real slide to the main level. And then we also have our 360 seating Lyceum dining hall, which includes indoor and outdoor seating areas. And it features a late night grill for after hour snacks and light meals. So for first-time freshmen entering in entering as undergraduate students, they are required to reside in the university housing for at least 1 year. Of course, some exceptions may apply. As far as tuition goes, we do have one of the most cost-effective universities. We are one of the most cost-effective universities, as our students can graduate in 3 years, with tuition being less than $13,000 a year for 3 years. If you would like to know or get to kind of see the campus, we do have a preview day that is coming up. It is March 6, 2021, of course, this year. But this is where you get to meet us. You get to meet, some students that are on campus, and you also get to learn more about our undergraduate and graduate degree programs. So to become a student, you do not have to send your SATs or ACTs this year, for it is waived. And if you would like to screenshot, or if you'd like to take a picture today, if you would like to apply online, it is free today. You can get the waiver code, which is UG Tour. And then we will need for you to submit your documentations, which will be your official transcripts and technical standards forms that we will provide. And results are as early as 2 weeks and no later than 4. So if you have any additional questions, this is the undergraduate team. Again, my name is Sawanda Spinks, and my information is to your left. That is my direct office number, as well as my email address. Thank you so much. I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you, Life University. So up next, we have Hampshire College.
Hello, everybody. My name is Emily C. Bilodeau. I use she, her pronouns, and I am an assistant director of admissions at Hampshire College. I'm joined by my colleague, Des Wilson, who's hanging out in the chat, and we are so excited to share some information with you about our institution. Hampshire is a small private liberal arts college that enrolls around 700 students, and it's located in Amherst in Western Massachusetts. What I want to speak with you tonight is about what makes Hampshire different from other small liberal arts institutions. So there are 3 points that I'm going to be highlighting during my time with you, which are our narrative evaluations, the 5-college consortium, and our divisional system. First up, we have narrative evaluations. Hampshire professors use long format narratives to evaluate students instead of letter or number grades. So instead of getting an A or an 83, students receive anywhere from 2 paragraphs to 2 pages of detailed written response at the end of every course. The narrative evals allow for greater ownership of learning. They tell you and anybody who's reading your transcript far more about you than a letter grade can. The narrative evals also remove the competitiveness from the classroom and instead encourage the students to engage meaningfully, and the learning is more self-reflective. The next thing I will highlight is the 5-college consortium. Hampshire College, Smith College, Amherst College, Mount Holyoke College, and University of Massachusetts Amherst all make up the 5-college consortium. Through the consortium, Hampshire students have access to nearly 6,000 courses, 900 student groups, 15 million library volumes, and all of the events happening on these other campuses. There are no extra tuition fees required to take courses at the other colleges, and Hampshire students can actually take graduate level courses, again, for no extra fee. 96% of our students end up taking at least 1 course through the consortium, though the average is around 6. Some take none, some take 13, but many students challenge themselves to complete 5-college bingo, meaning they take a course at every school during their time at Hampshire. The consortium colleges are connected by a free bus system, and students are able to use their meal swipes at these other campuses. The last main highlight for the evening for me will be our divisional system, which is our unique curriculum that allows every student to build a customized transdisciplinary program of study with the help of a personal faculty advising committee. The divisional system gives structure to the students' time at Hampshire. While you're choosing your own curriculum, the divisional system, which is divided into 3 parts, acts as the scaffolding to guide you along the way. Every student's education at Hampshire culminates in a year-long project called the Division 3 project that can take any form. It all depends on the student. It could be a scientific research study or a research paper, but it could also be a performance piece, an art installation, a computer system development, a business plan. Really, the possibilities are endless there. The result of this unique curriculum creates lifelong learners who are really able to tackle challenges, ask questions, challenge boundaries, and tackle some of the complex questions that are facing the community and the world today. As published in a recent Forbes article, Hampshire is ranked number 8 among liberal arts colleges when measuring the impact of individuals who are connected to the college. You might recognize some fun faces in this little collage of some of our Hampshire alumni. 65% of Hampshire alums earn an advanced degree within 10 years. And Hampshire is within the top 3% of colleges in this regard. And our students also are in the top 3% of colleges who go on to get PhDs. 90% of our alumni report landing jobs or beginning grad school within 6 months of graduating, and 1 in 4 of our students start their own business or nonprofit organization. It's worth mentioning that we have a beautiful 800-acre campus surrounded by forest and bordering a 2,000-acre state park, as well as our own working campus farm. This setting provides a great opportunity for Hampshire students to engage in outdoor programming, which we have a lot of. Hampshire is also one of the most environmentally friendly colleges in the country, with our own solar fields that are capable of meeting 100% of our solar needs. And we host 2 living buildings on our campus, including the R.W. Kuhn Center, which there's a beautiful picture of right here. I have included my email along with Des's on here on the screen in case anybody would like to connect with someone to learn more about Hampshire. Thank you so much for your time and for your attention this evening. And I'll go ahead and pass the virtual floor on to the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Hampshire College. Up next, we have South Georgia State College.
Hey, everybody. My name is Ryan Nahosa. I'm an admissions recruiter with South Georgia State College. I'm here to tell you a little bit about SGSC and everything we got going on. So let's go ahead and get started. A little bit about us. We're an open access test optional 2- and 4-year institution within the USG. We're serving over 2,000 different students from 375 high schools, 111 Georgia counties, 18 states, and 4 foreign countries. We have a residential campus in Douglas, Georgia, also a commuter campus in Waycross, Georgia, an entry program in Valdosta State University, and we cater to dual enrollment students through area high schools as well. Admissions for requirement, 2.0 GPA for the associate's degrees. There's a convenient online application for enrollment that you can fill out at any time. There's a one-time application fee of $20. There's certain months that we can get that waived. Sometimes in November or December, we'll do free application months or something like that. Official high school transcripts with graduation dates or official GED scores, official college transcripts. If you've gone to college, just go ahead and send those transcripts on over. A verification of lawful presence, which can be something like a driver's license or a U.S. passport or something like that. Also, optional SAT and ACT scores or Acuplacer scores will exempt you out of learning support, something we used to call remedial. Here's a full list of everything we're offering for the for the associates pathways. I'm not going to go through all of them, but some of the big ones are the psychology, the English. We have a really, really good nursing program that really proud of, the 2- and the 4-year nursing program. But also some of those newer ones, the associates of arts and some of the associates of science. Some of those are newer, so definitely take a chance or a screenshot or go to a website and definitely take a full look at the full list. Here's everything we have in terms of bachelor programs. We have a bachelor's of science in biological sciences. Nature and ecology is more of the sciencey science track. If you're going to be out in the field doing field work or something like that, or a botanist or something like that. Pre-professional is more for those that are pre-med, somewhere in a lab. If you're trying to work in a hospital or something like that, behind, just somewhere in the lab setting. Bachelor's of Science in Management, you got Financial Tech, Marketing and Organizational Behavior, really cool programs there. Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, that's a great four-year nursing program that we're super excited about, super proud of that one. Bachelor's of Science in Long-Term Healthcare Management, Bachelor's of Science in Elementary and Special Education. Certification there is elementary is pre-K through 5, and then for special education, the certification is pre-K through grade 12. Bachelor's of Art in Professional Business and Technical Writing, sort of like a journalism program for the 20th century, a lot of online stuff. Everything is online these days, so you definitely need to learn how to write in the online format. Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering and Technology, that's our newest one. We're ready to roll that out come fall. So yeah, definitely a good list of bachelors there. Go ahead and take a screenshot, or if you wanted to go online to take a full look at that list. Here is where you'd be staying if you were staying on campus with us. That is our residence hall there in the background, Tiger 2. Some of our joyous RA staff right there jumping in front of it. Fully furnished suite. It does come with a bed, a dresser drawer, a table, a chair, a nightstand, and a few other goodies here and there. You do share this space with another, well, you share the main living space, which is where the 2 sinks and the bathroom would be, but you will get your own room, your own bed, your own ceiling fan. There's an AC unit inside the unit, free Wi-Fi, free cable, 24-hour security on campus, convenient parking right by the residence halls, even though you rarely need to drive your car around campus, because you can walk across the campus in about 15 minutes. But it's good to know that it's right there, and you can park where you want to and all around campus. And that's what it would be like living with us. As for getting involved on campus in the community, we do have small class sizes, about 26 students are in class. Live on campus. You can enjoy the comforts of that apartment style residence hall right there in Tiger 2. Another good picture right there at the bottom. Join a student organization. We have 20 plus student organizations on campus. You can go ahead and start a new one if you want. All you need is 10 like-minded individuals and somebody like me or somebody else on the staff to go ahead and say, yeah, you got it. I'll go ahead and sponsor it, and you're good to go. If you wanted to soar with the Hawks, we do have 8 NJCAA, which is the junior college Division I athletic teams. We have baseball, softball, men's basketball, women's soccer, men's and women's cross country, and men and women's swimming. There's also intramural sports available for those who would like to play those, but we'd definitely like you to go ahead and if you'd like to play with us, please do. This is the estimated cost of attendance. You'll see that is based on a 15 credit hours. We're definitely going by that every time we go in and make these kind of estimates. But there's the basic breakdown. I'll let you go ahead and take a look at that. I don't really want to go through all those numbers right now, but you'll see it is. And if you're in one of the border states of Georgia, you don't need to worry about that out of state. We will be covering the out of state fees and such for those border states. So yeah, and there's that FAFSA ID there at the bottom. If you need to take a screenshot of that'd probably be a good idea. Here is info in case you needed to contact someone. That's direct links and direct contact information for those that are running the scholarship foundations at both campuses. If you wanted to talk to Ms. Kathy Hand in Douglas, that right there, Kathy Hand at sgsc.edu. And if you wanted to talk to Mr. Herford there in Waycross, Taylor Herford at sgsc.edu. We have some money left over every couple of years from these because maybe not enough people applied for them. So please, if you were interested in attending with us, please definitely give us a call, reach out to one of them and see if you can get some money for that. Here's our campus on the most beautiful day of the year, graduation day. If you did want to come visit us in person, or if you wanted to do one of the virtual tour, you can feel free to do that anytime. Just go to sgsc.edu/visit and we'll get that squared away for you. Here's some contact information for you. It's a good picture of the the recruitment team right there, me right there in the middle. But that is direct links to everybody that you need to get in contact with in the recruitment office. My name again is Ryan Hinojosa right there. If you wanted to give me a call or shoot me an email, please do it anytime. Before I get off, I do want to mention some of our orientation dates. We have March 23rd and April 30th on the Douglas campus if you wanted to attend a in-person orientation. April 15th on the Waycross campus, and we have an online orientation on March 26th. Please reach out to us, I guess, via email if you want to go to our website, and it should be the very first page to tell you everything about that SOAR. But that's all I got, so I'll just go ahead and pass it on to the next person. Remember that South Georgia State College is the right college, right choice.
Thank you, South Georgia State College. Up next, we have the University of Massachusetts.
All right, thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Tom Stranchi. I'm with Umass Lowell's undergraduate admissions office. Let me get my obviously screen set up here before I introduce you to Umass Lowell. Here is a obvious aerial shot of the university. Umass Lowell is in a medium-sized city and is a medium-sized school, so pretty easy to remember. We have about 12,000 undergraduate students. Our campus is just a stone's throw away from downtown Lowell. East Campus, kind of front and center there, is a residential campus, so there are no classes on East. There's just residence halls, just dormitories on East. And if you went left, basically off of the screen, literally just off of the edge of the screen, about a 5-minute walk, you have downtown Lowell, cultural events that the city hosts, obviously restaurants and nightlife, and the train into Boston is there as well. So you're very much near the heart of the city by living on East Campus. There's also residence halls on South, which you can see at the top of the screen. It is an aerial shot, so it looks a lot worse than it is, but it's only about a half a mile, about a 15-20-minute walk on a good day. It is snowy out here in Massachusetts, so probably not a good day today to walk, but there are shuttles and you can definitely walk the campus. South Campus is where you have all of the humanities, all the fine arts and social sciences and health science majors. All the majors at Umass Lowell are organized by campus, either north or south, so the campus definitely feels a lot smaller. I speak from experience as an alum. I would spend most of my time on South Campus as a history student. Our North Campus, literally across the river from East, as you can see, about a 3 to 5 minute walk, depending on your speed. North Campus houses all the engineering, all the science, all the business majors. So Umass Lowell is very organized, really makes the school feel a lot less intimidating by the 12,000 students by being broken up by campus. So definitely a great campus to be in. I definitely love the city. You can see the Merrimack River dividing right through the campus there, which is pretty interesting. Lowell, as you can see right there, is about 35 minutes north from Boston, typically driving about 25 miles. Lowell is an historical city. As a history major and history nerd, I have to share that Lowell was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution in the United States. So a lot of great history on the city of Lowell. National Historic Park is in Lowell. Actually, the first urban national park is Lowell's National Historic Park. So if you like history like I do, it's a great city. Also a very culturally diverse city, lots of restaurants and just cultures represented in the city of Lowell. So that's always fantastic for food, for recreation, for just exploration in general. So that's always great to know. I do live in Lowell. I went to Umass Lowell. A fun fact I love to share is that I was the mascot for 3 years. So I am very, very biased, but I love the area. I always say that you're about 35 minutes to really everything. You're about a 35-minute drive to Boston, to beaches, to hiking, to skiing, to any outdoorsy stuff. If you like to hunt or ice fish or things like that, any type of outdoorsy stuff is going to be within your reach. And I take part in that every year I can, except for this year, of course, got to kind of stay home. But Lowell, the city itself makes it very, very open to the community, to the area. So working hands-on, as Umass Lowell is all about, is definitely a huge, huge thing. This here shows a little snapshot poster listing some of the bigger numbers people ask about. Our population, about 11,500 students. Our average class size is about 20 people on average and are all taught by professors. Students come from all 50 states and 122 nations, so definitely a very diverse city. You see under the basketball player there, it says 33% of students identify as being students of color. This poster is actually 2 years old. It's actually up to 38% now. That's a number that's been growing since I was a freshman in 2006. So it's gone up every single year, which is always great to see. So is the return on investment. Number one, return on investment. That's always great to know that your money is going towards something really strong. And nearly 90% of students live on campus. So a lot of different numbers you can see in that poster. And of course, the averages with the GPA and SAT. I always take this opportunity to really emphasize that Umass Lowell is a test optional school. We were actually the first public school in New England to go test optional, so we do support it very much and are very open to it. So if you are a poor test taker, couldn't find the SATs, I am a strong fan of going test optional. So here you have all the undergraduate programs that we do list, all the colleges printed in white and the majors printed in black, of course. People always ask colleges, very rightly so, what you're known for. Umass Lowell is a STEM school, probably first and foremost, so engineering, the sciences and health sciences are very strong. However, above all things, Umass Lowell is a research school. We are a public university, research university rather, so working hands-on in research in music and history and psychology, one of our biggest programs, or business through MBA programs or whatever it may be, is going to be very, very much encouraged. Students have a lot of opportunity to work hands-on. We do have an honors college, which is open to all students. But for the sake of time, I'm going to jump ahead to the next one here. All the different types of categories for hands-on learning. Co-ops are very, very popular for those in the engineering and STEM fields. Internships, partnering with different industries. We're going to be open to a lot of different majors. So our practicum service learning projects are going to be available to a lot of majors, a lot of variety of majors. And clinical experience is typically for the health science students. Being Lowell, there are 2 hospitals in the city of Lowell, a bunch nearby, and like I keep mentioning, the proximity on the eastern side of Massachusetts, a lot of hospitals, of course, between us and Boston, and of course in Boston as well, which students have been placed in every hospital in Boston. So definitely a very, very strong pre-med school, nursing school, physical therapy, whatever it is you're looking for. Difference makers at the bottom. If you've ever seen the show Shark Tank, it is a lot like that. You get to compete for funding to get projects off the ground. An amazing success story is a group called Invisaware. They make like an invisible panic button to call the police or emergency contact on your phone for basic security purposes. ADT bought them out, and they have a partnership with ADT selling that product. So that product became their whole life. So that's definitely fantastic. I always summarize campus life as you can't be bored unless you're a boring person. Division I sports are huge, and being a New England icy school, hockey is very, very big. Of course, there are 16 Division I sports, so there's a wide variety to go to for free as a student. So that is fantastic. Housing is guaranteed all 4 years. This year, of course, being kind of a fluke of a year, but we do have living and learning communities, themed residence halls, basically. So I definitely encourage people to live on campus. Of course, I am biased because I was the mascot, and I was a student at this school as well, but I definitely loved living on campus and encourage it for any school out there. This is a huge opportunity to be part of the community. Before I wrap up my time here are our admissions deadlines. A regular decision was extended to February 15th. So if you are thinking of applying, definitely look into Umass Lowell and apply up until then when we'll accept applications. You have my email address and of course how to visit us virtually. So please reach out to us. I'm always happy to support you. And again, remember, we are a test optional school. I am a very big fan of that, so please consider that. But thank you for your time today and have a great evening.
Thank you. So up next, we have The Ohio State University.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for this virtual college fair. Thank you, StriveScan, for hosting us. I am Antonio Serrano. I am the Florida Regional Recruitment Manager based here in sunny Miami, Florida. I cover Florida and Puerto Rico. My pronouns are he, him, his, and let's get started. All right, so at Ohio State, we do value diversity and recognize the value that diversity brings to our local and global communities. And as members of the Ohio State University, we condemn anti-Black racism and racism in all its forms. We're committed at Ohio State to engaging and interrupting, dismantling institutionalized racist structures. And part of our mission at Ohio State is to prepare students to be leaders, engaged citizens. And so really this calls us to demand and support change. Love for you to find out about more that we're doing at Ohio State to address these issues at go.osu.edu/addressing racism. All right, so academic powerhouse. The Ohio State University is one of the largest and most comprehensive universities in the world. Just over 46,000 undergraduate students, total enrollment around 65,000 students at Ohio State. We are a tier 1 research institution, which means you can do research in pretty much anything at Ohio State, whether that's environmental, medical, arts. We really host so many different research opportunities, and you can start doing those as early as your freshman year. Imagine that your faculty members are not only teaching your class, but they're also bringing new knowledge to the classroom. So this is a great asset for our students. And while we're known for as a research institution, we're also known as an undergraduate teaching institution. We have over 200 majors at Ohio State, over 500 minors and specializations. So pretty much anything you want to study, you can do that at Ohio State. For those of you who are looking for a more rigorous course load, we do recommend our honors program. Our honors program is designed to provide smaller class sizes, a more research-focused curriculum, and a hands-on learning approach. So you would apply for honors program at time of application. We also have our scholars program, which are for students who want to be in communities of students who are like-minded, as far as our business scholars program, maybe environmental sciences, engineering, etc. So please research more about those two programs if you're looking to apply to Ohio State. Of course, like most universities, Ohio State has lots of ways that you can learn through experience, but this is going to be 10 times larger than most, right? So the amount of internships that we can provide, the study abroad opportunities, research, service learning. It's really unparalleled. Ohio State is part of the Big Ten Academic Alliance. And so study abroad at Ohio State, we partner with all of our Big Ten institutions and to provide so many different experiences for study abroad, whether that's a year, a semester, or maybe a week to a month long study excursion. But lots of great ways to get you out of the classroom and really put those theories that you're learning to the test and give you those hands-on experiences. Now, we know at Ohio State, we are a big institution and we have that well a 95% retention rate for students going from their first year to sophomore year. And so for an institution our size, that's a really amazing retention rate. We do this in kind of conjunction with some offices on campus. Our nationally ranked first year experience program, that starts with you at the onset of your time with us at orientation. You're gonna have an academic advisor, you'll have a peer mentor, and this is a program that really guides you through that first year. We do require our freshmen and sophomore to live on campus so that they can engage with us and use the various offices that we have to support you academically, emotionally, and just get you involved in campus life. In second year, we have our STEP program, which is for sophomores to really get them engaged in that next step as far as getting involved in research and finding internships and things like that. Students who go through the STEP program do receive a $3,000 research grant. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely be a part of that. Now, I mentioned diversity, and diversity is really important to us at Ohio State. We have several offices throughout the campus that support our diversity initiatives. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion, they host our Moral Scholars program. I did see a question in the Q&A about, do you offer full ride scholarships? And this is our scholarships at Ohio State, the Moral Scholarship Program. This is looking for students who are interested in diversity work, who have been engaged in social justice within their high schools, their communities. And so you can apply for the Moral Scholarship at the time of applying to Ohio State. It is a full ride scholarship for all 4 years for in-state and out-of-state students with the potential of even covering room and board. So far, I have 12 from Florida. I'm super pumped about that. And overall, we have about 300 students this year who've received it thus far and more to come. All right, our hometown, Columbus, Ohio. We are the state capital. We're also the 15th largest city in the United States. So our campus is a beautiful, traditional, quintessential American university campus. We're located in the area called University District. 10 minutes south of University District, you'll find in that picture there on the screen, downtown Columbus. We're home to 10 Fortune 500 companies, Cardinal Health, Nationwide Insurance, Abercrombie & Fitch, the Limited brand. It has a built-in marketplace, guys, for internships and jobs. It's really a great city because while it has all the benefits of a major city, it doesn't have the astronomical prices that a New York or a Chicago are going to have. So our students really can afford a comfortable way of life, affordable housing, and so many great things like, you know, professional sports teams, a world-renowned zoo, lots of great shopping, amazing food scene. So you definitely will get that freshman 15 at Ohio State. All right, so this is what you need to know if you want to be a successful applicant to Ohio State. All right, we are solely on the common application. We are test optional for this year due to the pandemic, and just recently we decided to go test optional for 2022. That's great news because we want to encourage you to take the SAT or the SAT, but when it comes time to apply, you can decide on whether you want to use it or not. Our average test score at Ohio State is 28 to 32 ACT and a 1330 to a 1430 SAT. So keep that in mind when you're applying and deciding on whether or not you want to submit test scores. High school transcripts is going to be by far the most important part of your application. We want to see really great rigor in your class. So if your high school offers 10 AP courses and you don't have any, most likely you're not an Ohio State fit for that year. So we recommend to utilize what your school offers and challenge yourself with the most rigorous course selection that you can and still be successful. So we work with your guidance counselor and managing that. So 2 important deadlines. November 1st is our early action deadline. And for any out-of-state student, really for any student in general, you should apply by November 1st because that is our merit scholarship deadline. It's also highly recommended for the engineering majors that we offer, the Moral Scholarship Program, and Honors and Scholars. Now, merit scholarships are competitive. So if you make that early action deadline of November 1st, you'll automatically be reviewed for merit scholarships. The biggest non-resident scholarship that we offer is the National Buckeye, which starts at $13,500, but that goes up to around $18,000 in merit-based scholarship. Ohio State does offer institutional access grants, as well as, of course, federal financial aid if you qualify. We have some other full ride scholarships as well, the Eminence Fellows Award, the Moral Scholarship. So lots of ways to get money to come to Ohio State. Now, I know we would love to have you come visit us in Columbus, Ohio. It is an easy flight to Columbus. We're about 10 minutes from the John Glenn International Airport. And so it's really a quick Uber ride from the airport to campus, but we can't have you there right now because of the pandemic. And so hopefully come the fall, you'll be able to get to campus and see the beauty that Ohio State is and see all the school spirit that we have. But in the meantime, please visit us virtually. We have students hosting campus tours. We have honors programs, kind of overviews, specific majors overviews. So check out this link here on the screen and visit us virtually. All right, guys, to wrap it up, I just want to say Ohio State is a traditional American university. We have all the pomp and circumstance, tons of school spirit. We're a Division I NCAA school in the Big Ten Athletic Conference. Brutus the Buckeye is always pumping us up. We have the best damn band in the land, and we're super proud of our Buckeyes and the spirit that it brings to our campus. And if you're looking for that type of institution, look no further, here we are. Here's how you can connect with us, askadmissions@osu.edu. Connect with our Buckeye link if you have financial aid questions. And again, like I mentioned, come visit us virtually until we get to see you face to face. Thank you. God bless.
All right, so thank you to our amazing panelists for presenting information about your respective colleges. I will encourage all of our attendees to continue adding Q&A, your questions in the chat there, and our panelists will respond to those. In the meantime, I do want to pose one question to each of our panelists. So if you would cut on your camera so that everyone can see you, I think that that will be particularly helpful. And then you all can respond to the question in the order in which you presented. So our first question here is, what advice do you have for someone applying to college?
Ooh, applying for college. I would say not to just put your eggs in one basket. I would honestly say to apply to as many colleges as you can, and also take advantage of all of the fee waivers that a lot of schools provide, because of course it is expensive, the applications, but I would say take advantage of those and apply to as many schools as you can.
I would say, especially right now, while many people are still virtual, ask to talk to a current student. They are the ones who are on the ground, can really give you a clear picture of what it's like to be a student there right now. So if you reach out to any admissions office and ask to talk to some students, specifically talk about what you're interested in, so they can connect you with a student who is studying what you're interested in studying.
South Georgia is next.
Oh yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, definitely. Things are different now with protocol everywhere you go. So make sure you ask them about that because things have been changing pretty much by the month everywhere we look. So schools are no different. In fact, they're the ones that are being affected almost most. So just definitely know like what's going on campus, what the campus life is like. Yeah, just make sure you know your facts and you're staying safe wherever you're going.
Thank you. And next, University of Mass.
Yeah, definitely some great answers so far. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, everyone has mentioned in their presentations kind of the area where the school is as well. And I think that's always important because one aspect of going to college is being a part of the community, not just obviously the college campus, but where it is. So being aware of what's in the area, whether it's for fun, for work, just the general area, just so you can explore things and not just be roped to the college, and you can be part of the community. Like I said, I think that's always something to explore in the college searches. What kind of community are you joining outside of the walls, so to speak, of the campus?
And finally, Ohio State.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I think the biggest advice I'll give to you is to be strategic and to start early. There are tons of colleges out there, and there's going to be the right fit for you. So do your homework early. It's best to start in your sophomore year with that kind of beginning of sifting through what kind of colleges you might want to get into, knowing about your own academic achievements and how that might play into the enrollment process at different institutions. And realize that, you know, there are going to be schools that are reach schools. They're going to be safety schools. So do your research, put a spreadsheet together early. Connect with your admissions counselor. Like I mentioned, I'm here in Florida working with Florida kids, and I want to get to know my Florida kids so they know everything they need to know to be successful. We're admissions counselors, not denial counselors, and we really want to get you admitted to our institution. So we're going to give you all the tools necessary to get in. You just need to put the work into it as well.
All right, thank you all for that advice. I feel like I learned something as well. But thank you again for that advice. So now we are going to go ahead and close out our session for today. In doing so, I do want to share to all of our attendees, you will receive a survey following the close of this session. Please respond to that survey. I also want to add again that this session will be recorded, so you can also visit our website, the StriveScan website, to review this recording. And again, thank you all for attending our session today. And again, a big thank you to our panelists. I hope you all have a great night.